Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's number one Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 317. Released March 1993. Our price, $1.75, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Please make sure to hit subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment down below. That's the best way to support this channel. Helps the channel grow. And I want to reach all 100,000 mad fans that exist in the world. And I can only do that with your help. There's another way to support me, and that is patreon.com/flippinthrough. If you think that what I do here is worth anything, then you can do that. Worth anything beyond hitting subscribe and commenting, by the way. And if you do that, you get this. You get this sticker set. This is yours. This one, it's waiting for you. And you get 4 stickers in it. Potter's EB system weights and measures. Max Korn was here. You can't actually see it. I need to read. I got to figure out a better way to show that off. And then the channel logo. And finally, the most recent announcement, if you want a sick sweater like this, or a t-shirt, or a hooded sweatshirt, down below there's a link to a Teespring store, and you can order something like that as well. Enough. Let's get back. Wait. There we go. This is why we are here right now. MAD number 317. Now, this is another one, just like last week, the Christmas issue, which was not a Christmas issue. I thought it was Gremlins. It was Gremlins 2. But just like that one, this one belonged to my older brother, Austie. Look at that. And look at this is, we no longer live here, but we moved before we were in La Crescent, Minnesota, and then now we're all living on Pillsbury Avenue in Minneapolis, my childhood home. Anyway, look at this. Notice, out of respect for the many gags that died in this issue, please remove hat while reading. Chapeau. That's how you say hat in French. I learned that from a TV show that my daughter watches called Fancy Nancy. I find Fancy Nancy to be insufferable, but I mean, she does use big words. And so I do like that it expands my child's vocabulary and mine. Chapeau. That's hat for French. Anyway, Rollerblades, Melrose Place in living color, and A League of Their Own. Wait a second. Did I do this one already? If I did, I'm going to be really pissed. Okay, good. For some reason, reading this made me think this one seems a little familiar. If you want to flip along with me, there will also be a link to Doug Guilford's MAD cover site. Sometimes I put it in, sometimes I forget. Depends on how much of a rush I'm in. But I leave out a lot of details, usually due to time constraints. So with that, let's just get right into it. Rollerblades. This came out 93, so I was like 7 or 8, and I was about to turn 8. Rollerblades were the thing. Everybody liked rollerblades. It was like, I remember in the wintertime, the Metrodome in Minneapolis in downtown, they would open it up. You could rollerblade indoors. It was awesome. And I saw a girl, she fell back and hit her head, and I was like, that woman's life will never be the same. Even at 8, I realized that. Melrose Place, in living color, and A League of Their Own. Why did I read those twice? Here we have the Collector's Series number 5, but super special number, like 100 or something. I love this. It's so bizarre. And I think I did try to finish it. Unsuccessfully, probably. And here we have this, the subscription card. I am kind of curious, if I send in the subscription card, will I get a subscription? I didn't last time. Let's zoom in on the vital features. Zoop. Oops. Zoop. Now, this is easy. I was 6 for 6 last time. I don't know if you guys realize that. This is my sort of like my time for these. This is Mort Drucker, the Smell Gross place. A mad report on rollerblading, Al Jaffe. You got to recognize that. This looks like Tom Bunk, right? The MAD charts, the hidden emotional cost of things. Here is Sam Viviano. Here is Sergio Aragones. And finally, here's the problem, is that, is it, what's his face, whose name I always forget, and I don't mean any disrespect, I just always forget his name. Or is it possible that Mort Drucker got 2 for 2? I'm going to say it's the other guy whose name I forget, but you guys know, who I'm talking about, okay? So if I get it, I'm counting it. I think I've shown myself to be an honest person when it comes to making my predictions. The MAD pins. Look at subscribe, save money. I like this ad. I don't know why. This is sort of an example of like things that I hate about the ad, like when I did the ideas to save MAD. But, you have all the covers, so that's endearing. And then you have all the things you can see. Duck, Al Jaffe, laughs. Andrew J. Schwartzberg. Top TV goofery, Duck Edwing, Jack Davis, Sergio Aragones. So it's like you do get a taste of what there is. I love that pin set. I have only a few MAD pins, but I sort of want to get a shadow box. I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw a shadow box. I was like, that might be kind of neat for the back, put in all the pins. And then if I ever get these, I can just stick those in there too. Here we have TV Allen. From Home Improvement. You guys remember that. Let's see. Oh, this seems to be, is there a doctor in the, my condolences on the passing of William Gaines. My subscription renewal confirms my confidence that your fine journal will continue without compromise. Let me know if you need a staff OBGYN. Henry Sobel, MD, obstetrics, gynecology, and infertility. Annapolis, Maryland. Doc Sable, we have long contemplated putting an OBGYN man on our staff, but at the moment we have no openings. Oh, that's good. Whoa, there's a stamp. In MAD 313, we asked you to decide which Alfred stamp should appear on. Alfred should appear on a posted stamp. The young or mature Alfred. You sent in your ballots and we counted them. The triumphant winner with nearly 58% of the votes is the young Alfred. Tragically, however, the night before the presses were set to roll, vandals broke into the U.S. Postal Service printing plant and switched the Alfred stamp printing plate with the one showing an American flag. Nevertheless, when you go to the post office, be sure to ask for the Alfred E. Newman stamp. They'll know which one you're talking about. I didn't know that there was... Am I going to get into stamp collecting now? Smell Gross Place. This is a show I know nothing about. I mean, I know it existed. It is Mort Drucker, writer Dick DiBartolo, but it's one of those things that I was just too young. I have no memory of. It's not like, I don't know. Was it like 90210? I don't know. Here, the Smell Gross Place. It is kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I have nothing clever, funny to say or observant, except that, it's the beautiful artwork of Mort Drucker, some curvaceous ladies, and that's about it. How about this, though? More up my alley. The villainous vending victimization. Well, only a dime for coffee? This got to be the last of the good deals in this, I don't know, shitty town. Hot coffee. Oh, coffee cups, $2. Oh, my gosh. That's a good one. Here we have the deviant editorial responses to widely held opinions. Paul Coker doing the art. Writer Tom Koch. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what this old lady's saying. Let's see what this old biddy has to say. Lashing out against an editorial, here is the leader of the Teachers' Crusade for Uncluttered Schools, Miss April May Truant. April May Truant. Famous athletes and rock stars appearing on TV have urged young morons to stay in school until they receive their diplomas. Well, we say, don't let that happen. Our schools are already overcrowded due to the young subnormal types who stick around long after their brains are overtaxed. It's the moral obligation of all parents to yank their dumb butt 25-year-old kids out of the 10th grade to make room for brighter children who still have a chance in life. Society will appreciate it, and you will appreciate it when your cretinous kid stops sponging and starts working at some menial toilet scrubbing job to support himself. You know, it's like my father always said, whenever I brought home a bad report card or I was unwilling to do the schoolwork or study, he would say to me, well, Patty, the world needs ditch diggers. And it's true. What would be more tragic than an overeducated ditch digger? Anyway, I never became a ditch digger. But I think I came close. Here now is Mrs. Lusty Trasher, the grand matron of the Daughters of Native-Born Bigots. A swarthy left-wing pinko teacher recently wormed his way onto TV to tell you about free lessons for immigrants in English as a second language. We won't stand for that. Native-born patriots already have a hard time spotting some breeds of lousy foreigners because they dress like us and even sit where they want on our buses. Oh, God. It's only when we hear them chatter in their crazy alien lingo that we can be sure they're inferior to us. Now, many subversives are helping them cover up that flaw, too. Soon, every foreigner will be moving into your neighborhood and marrying your sister, unless we stamp out English lessons now and keep our American language safe for Americans. My God. And here we have, I'm gonna move on from that. Once upon a time, let's zoom in, because I'm gonna need to be detail-oriented on this one. Once upon a time, little boys and girls were happy to clamp a pair of skates onto their shoes and roll slowly but surely down the sidewalk. Safety equipment in those days was a pair of long pants to prevent the occasional scraped knee. Today's youth and adults, however, want to go fast, and as for danger, well, skaters are no longer satisfied with the boring risk of perhaps running into a pedestrian. No, they need a much greater challenge, like dodging traffic or jumping canyon-sized potholes. So they run out and buy a pair of rollerblades. But before you run out and join this legion of spandex-covered schmucks, perhaps you ought to sit down on your soon-to-be sore hiney and read a mad report on rollerblading. Holy smokes, look at this. Safety. Any discussion about rollerblading must begin with the subject of safety. Rollerblading can be a fun, danger-free activity as long as the participant takes simple precautions. The following is a list of essential gear, none of which the serious blader can do without. Oh my gosh, just take a moment. Hit pause if you need to. I'm just going to describe all of these things. Look at the ear pad, the nose guard, spelunking light, roof rack. It's just so much fun, all the things that he's able to... Oh, here's a crotch guard. No pest strip. What is that? All the things that he is able to fit in. Oh, a German phrase book. I mean, it's like... It's an illustration of chicken fat. Here's a little stamp. Stamp pad, steno pad, heating pad. What is this? Emergency Kevorkian machine. God. Oh, look at, here's some condoms. I'll tell you what, 8-year-old me seeing the word condom, nothing would get me to blush more than that. Oops. Oh, look at Converter Roller. I feel like they actually have these. Look at this. 3Z mode. All wheels in front or back helps to keep sometimes painful pressure off weak parts of the blader's feet. They got those. They're called Heelys, and they're the wheel and the heel. OMG. It's too much, man. That's like, he's done it again. He's predicted something. The sanguinary Serengeti screw-up. Not having a path to follow through this tall grass isn't the safest way to travel. After all, this is lion country. If it'll make you feel safer, my dear, I'll hack out a path with my machete. Oh, geez. I guess the sanguineness comes later. The apartment you're considering may have belonged to a serial killer if artist James Warhola, he's also the guy that did the cover. And written by Dennis Snee. There's a 5-piece setting on the kitchen table consisting of a knife, a spoon, a fork, a reciprocating saw, and a ball-peen hammer. The inside of the guest room door is covered with scratch marks, and the previous tenant was not a pet owner. On closer inspection, the carpet pattern is actually a series of chalk body outlines. Hey, no joke, though, that would actually be kind of a cool... That looks like a kind of a cool carpet thing. And look at, he snuck in. There's like Snoopy, I think, right there. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, there's so many fun things in this illustration. Like, I gotta zoom in. So look at, you see the easy chair, right? But then in the fold-out sofa, there's a man. What does this say? What is that? Gacy's Guide to Great Clown Makeup. There you go. There's a crumb in there. And then look at this one. It's all the faces sewn together. Oh, that's so gross. What else is hidden in this? This is a fun one, though. Oh, look at, there's some heads. Oh, look, it's the Three Stooges. Right? Is that them? Curly, Moe, and Larry. The kitchen has a walk-in oven. Oh, my goodness. This is a great illustration. Oh, look at that. Here's Alfred. What me worry? The lampshades have belly buttons. Oh, goodness me. And here we have, who is this? Clark and Edwin? I don't see a signature. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's Clark and Edwin. As is tradition. I don't know. Why do I say some stuff? Here's some John Caldwell Energizer Rabbit commercials that were never completed. John Caldwell is, I don't know, man. He's one of the greats. One of the greats. Speaking of it, listen, I gotta say, like, this early 90s is, I think that might be my golden age. I have to say, it might be my golden age. It's just, God, I had to look through it, and it's like, you get these beautiful pages of Rick Tulka. When country western goes rap, they have at this point. First, you take a typical slow, sad country song like this, and then you give it hard, tough rap beat like this. Rick Tulka, Frank Jacobs. Now, Frank Jacobs, in the past, he's one of the few people who can successfully parody rap music. A lot of times, when people try to parody rap music, it feels very just kind of cringy. I don't know what it is, but most of the time it just does not work. And to be honest, I feel a little nervous to sing this one out loud. Yeah, I'm just going to move on. If you want to read it. Here, okay, fine. Listen, for those people that want me to zoom in, who like it, the little zoom in. Boom. Hit pause. Okay, you hit pause. There. Now you can read it. I'm not reading that one. I can't survive. Sometimes if it's too cringy, I just can't even deal with it. TV bloopers we'd really like to see by Paul Peter Porges. The old PPG. Murphy. All right, I'm going to zoom in on these. These are C-SPAN. Oh, Donahue. He's tripping. No, we don't, I never want to see that. I would never want to see Donahue. Murphy Brown. Murphy Brown famously, her brother, Charlie McCarthy. Right? Technically. What was her name? It was, anyway, Richard Simmons. Oh, God. This old house. This old house is so much fun to watch, though. The Frugal, I've never even heard of that show. Is that a real show, The Frugal Gourmet? Wouldn't it be The Frugal Gourmand? Gourmet versus Gourmand. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually, they wanted gourmand. You wouldn't, I don't think you would. Well, maybe. Anyway, gourmand is more fun to say. Sorry, this isn't the number one word channel. This is the number one Mad Magazine news review and interview channel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave Berg. Please forgive me. Our Lord and Savior, Dave Berg. I'm sorry. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna make a T-shirt that's just Dave Berg's signature to make up for all of the trash I've ever talked. It'll be for people to just love on Dave Berg. The hidden emotional costs of things. Here's this. What is this? Tom Bunk. Excellent. Having to sit through all those corny campfire ghost stories. 77 NB. What's NB? Look at, hold on. Virtually everything we want in life, food, amusement, services, goods, carries with it a price tag. An expensive commonly measured in dollars and cents. But all too often, it isn't until after we've paid the bill that we really begin paying for our final acquisitions by suffering years of frustration, aggravation, and all-around agita. This is an expense that can only be measured properly in nail bites, NBs. And we have devised an illuminative and depressing system of measurement. So, okie dokie is about 50 NBs. Cringing is 100. That's why I had to skip that. I would have cost 100 NBs. Clutched fists and tears, migraines and nausea, palpitations, lust for Roseanne Barr, cold sweats, hair pulling, frantic bargaining with God, saucer eyes, wild running, screams, Madonna-like gyrations, and in excess of 500 MBs, ear smoke, loss of consciousness. Having to sit through all those corny campfire ghost stories. 77 NBs. Yep. Okay. Being assigned a bunk right underneath Zach, the legendary bedwetter. 490 NBs. That's like wild running and saucer eyes. And then waking up fully in the dark and realizing that not only did someone beat you to the outhouse, but that you're sitting on them. 500 NBs. I think being sat on is the 500 NBs. Here we have the pet dogs. Learning that fleas like to bite humans for variety. 244 NBs. Oh, doggy drool. 144 NBs. That's like fists and tears. Clutch fists and tears. Hearing that awful sound under your rear wheels as you back over out of the garage. For only 492 NBs. I guess after the fleas and puke, it's a little easier to stomach. Your class ring. What? Your class ring? That's old school. Were people still doing that in 93? That seems like a 49, not 93. Dan Bircher, he wrote this. He might be an old timer who had class rings. I mean, I guess they still sell class rings. Like in 2003, when I graduated, they had class rings. The eccentric emergency engagement. Entertainment Too Light visits in livid color. Artist Sam Viviano. Writer A.J. Marley. Yeah, let's do this. Do da do da do do da do 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 do. That's the theme song for Entertainment Tonight. I'm Mary Tart here with John Tush, and we're with Keen and Wayans, star of In Livid Color, which also stars brothers Damon and Pshaw Wayans and his sister Kin Wayans. That's right, our show makes fun of racism, sexism, and nepotism. Makes fun of racism and sexism, but nepotism is just fine by us. The humor on your show is often crude, violent, and tasteless. Does the prospect of offending millions of viewers bother you at all? No, because we're on Fox, so we don't have millions of viewers. Still, critics say that your sketches are vulgar and even border on obscene. That's crazy. I consider this a family show. My brothers work here, my sister works here, my uncle works here. Okay, everyone, this is your director speaking. Let's get ready for rehearsal. And keen and angry, stop slouching. Yes, Mom. Wow, this really is a family show. The Wayans brothers are pretty awesome. They've given the world a lot of laughs. Okay? So you got to admit that. And Fire Marshal Bill. That's right. The Mad Look at Endangered Species. Here we go. Let's zoom in on some of these pages. Zoop. Endangered species, don't shoot. Is a moose endangered? Where are you that a moose and a is there? Cheetah. Oh, that's pretty cute. Oh my gosh. All right. A League to Bemoan. All right, who did this? Angelo Torres. That's the guy I was thinking of. 646. I'm a genius. Thank you. A League of Their Own. I mean, what is that? It's like the most memorable line is like, "There's no crying in baseball," right? I haven't seen this since I was probably 8 years old, but I remember seeing it. And here we have the fold-in, which, unfortunately, Big Brother did he fold this one in? Oh, he kind of did that sort of cheating fold, where you don't really fold it, but you fold it just enough. Okay, what favorite of both kids and parents is guaranteed to be around forever? Look at, you have like Big Bird, all of that stuff. Look at, you think this is the fake out. This is the fake out fold in. Alfred. You think, nope, that's not going to be it. Discarded, disposable diapers. I do like that it was a fake out one. Why would you ever think Beetle Bailey would be among those family favorites? Beetle Bailey is a lazy piece of trash, and Sarge was right. to hurl all kinds of verbal abuse at him. Here we have championships next week. If Norman Rockwell depicted the 90s, the first drug test. Anyway, hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this latest episode of Flippin' Through. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. That is the best way to support this channel. Toodaloo!